Oh, just turn. Yeah, it's me, Carson. You gotta get up. You gotta make content. But I don't know what to make this week, Burn. Oh, come on. You'll think of something. Or let's get up and give him more food. I'm starving. Oh, hello, Otis. Neighbor dog 1 has arrived. Well, I better at least get up and make some coffee. Nope, still not good enough. I think I know what will help. Nice. Trying to pump myself up because of how much hand embroidering I'm about to do. Oh, God. And good morning. I'm on my second cup of coffee and it is not kicked in. I don't have a caffeine dependency. Today we're going to be doing a few different things. We'll see if I can fit all of this into a single video. I picked out a project that is a little simpler, I hope. I'm really just trying to figure out how I can worm my way out of hand embroidering everything. I am currently waiting for Mariel to get here. She's going to be bringing me supplies, which I do not have, and Amazon is not quick enough to get here to me. And along with the project, we're gonna be doing a Q&A and even maybe a story time. As I said, we'll see how much I can fit. Since this is gonna be quite a bit of talking, but we're adding whimsy to it, okay? It's whimsical. My hands are so cold. We've got this little blouse that I got off of ThreadUp. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. Since ThreadUp has not responded to my applications, I'm not gonna tell you how much I got this for. Better than the original price. That's all you get to know. And then to match the top, I've got these pants. They're nothing special. There's already stains on them, so nah. I wanted to add some mossy embroidery to these beezies, the top, because I've been wanting to do that for the longest time. Everybody else is doing it. I want to do it now. Can't change my mind. And you might be wondering, why are you so nervous about embroidering? It can't be that bad. Well, this was my first attempt at embroidery. All I can say is that it happened. Yep. Yeah. So we'll see how far we can get today, and then we'll move on to design phase, and you can see what's going on in my brains. Okay, cool, got it, awesome. I'm gonna sit in the sun for a minute. Mariel's here. Whoa! Go get her! You suck, bird. Pro tip: be sure to wear comfortable things when designing cute clothes. After coming up with a list of potential ideas, I wound up sticking with just the moss and the sword. I gave the wisteria a shot and didn't love it. Before we get started, we must first give thanks to the moss. Good moss clump. Thank you, moss clumps. Never really used these, and I'm that really annoying person where I just don't want to look it up, and I want to figure it out on my own. No one told me embroidery was gonna be painful. Get in it. Get in it. Boom. To get around embroidering every inch of this shirt, I went back and forth between embroidering with the yarn and just sewing along the edge of this fringe. I cut pieces of the yarn off in 1 to 2 inch sections and stitched them together in a line, which allowed me to sew them to the shirt without the yarn coming undone. To keep the moss nice and floof, I used Riley's brush to give it some volume. I cleaned it first, okay? And I kept the scraps for stuffing, which will come in handy later. I also made sure to move my head in front of the camera so you can't see a damn thing.
Moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, baby, dance with me. I believe that you're for me. I feel it in the energy. I see it.
Are you ready to see how it's looking so far? You've been watching it the whole time, but it's so cute! Really, really happy that I got this yarn and I decided to use it to bulk everything up because that's what I've embroidered. This is what I've sewn. It's so much easier. It's so much better. And I'm still like, oh, Just let me die! So I'm thinking next up in the moss. The first patch is kind of just me trying different things and seeing if I like them. The back is looking okay. I definitely forgot that this has 2 layers of fabric, so when I sewed it, it's rough. I know, I keep looking over here. But you're right there. Hello. My phone died immediately as I was explaining all that. Embroidery thread. We're gonna make this look like it's got little dead leaves in it and stuff, and just little random bits, and maybe that'll help it be a little more realistic. Okay, I wanted to give it a try before proceeding. At one point, Michael looked at the design and said what I was thinking, which was, I think the wisteria looks like grapes, and it looks like grapes. I just don't know. I don't know if I want to proceed and do the others and then have me hate it and have to cut it off and wasted all that time. Because it's not like this is quick.
I really like square neck tops, but it is hard to find a bra that works with them. So to avoid that being an issue, I took some scraps of green fabric and sewed them into the corners of the top. That way I could just add moss on top of those spots, hiding my bra straps. I used green felt as mossy patch guides and extra details for the leaves. Then it was indeed time to say goodbye to the grapes. With the same felt, I cut out a bunch of tiny leaves. I added the little vein details using ordinary sewing thread. After teaching my class and wishing the tips of my fingers didn't hurt so much from the embroidery needles, it was finally time to call it a day. And of course, because I'm me, I seam ripped the patches I ended up not liking, although I did give myself a pat on the back for actually thinking ahead with the felt patches. This day was really relaxing, and I got lots of puppy cuddles, although this isn't even my dog. Now we're talking moss. This was the embroidery I was looking forward to the entire time, and if I didn't have a schedule to maintain with YouTube, I would have spent weeks and weeks on this top, just adding more French knots throughout. Finally, onto pants. I shifted the pocket lining to the side, oh my god, again with the head, and began the same mossy process all over again. I did the same thing with the pocket and the hoop on the opposite side and sketched out the sword freehand. Due to my limited embroidery floss, I didn't get to use the exact green I wanted for the leaves, but I'm pretty frickin' happy with how this turned out. A shot for every time I say that in this video.
Hello. It is totally not another day. I got this far into it, and then I had to go to bed and go to work, so that was really cool. But we got the little jewel on there. I added some glue because I can't sew it at the top. I did 2 types of glue. I did super glue, and it's already coming off. So I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna work. I didn't really have a lot of options when it came to these jewels. I didn't want to go out and buy a pack of jewels just for one little jewel, so I kind of just rooted around my craft stash until I found something that kind of was close, you know? It was very awkward because I am not staying in a place where organization is really a thing, and it felt a little feral.
Where is it? Where did I put it? Where is it?
I actually didn't lose it.
My precious.
Now I have to actually clean up all the things that I threw. So yeah, I just reused what I had from the Siren project. Well, hello there, and welcome to the Q&A part of this video. I'm going to try to answer as many questions as I can. There are definitely some duplicate questions, and since I didn't have time to go to each individual person and ask permission to use this question, even though it kind of goes without saying that it would be in a video, I just don't want to have anybody's name pop up here and have them be like, no, I didn't ask for that. So I'm just gonna show the questions themselves and not the people who asked. So I am sorry if you wanted to be in this video with your face and your name. Maybe next time, let me know. So first question, will you cosplay Karlach? I've received this request and question so many times from people. I have a thing, and I try to keep everything separate from my YouTube, and by things I mean the OnlyFans, certain things. I have a movie fund that I created because I have so many people asking me to do things that I did not start the OnlyFans to do, more revealing things, and I created a fund for $1 million. Yeah, I'll do a Karlach cosplay if this fund gets to 10% funded. Otherwise, it's so difficult for me to do cosplays like that. I could potentially make it into a YouTube video. Also, the idea of body paint is one of my nightmares. Just painting my face for the frog outfit, that green did not come off for a while. The next question, I'm going to actually use the person's name because they are a creator friend of mine. What are some of your biggest inspirations when it comes to photography and art? Well, as some of you may know, I was a freelance artist for, I think, like 10 plus years. I was always very, very interested in creating my own original artwork and selling that, and it didn't ever really happen. As a kid, I loved watching ballets with my grandmother and those kind of costumes and anything that makes me think that, you know, I am a painting. I think everything that inspires me today is what inspired me when I was a kid. Lady Gaga, series like The Spiderwick Chronicles, classical painters, behind the scenes of fantasy movies like Lady in the Water. It's kind of a weird thing, but seeing how other creators and artists do stuff, even if it's something like a sculpture or an animatronic, it kind of just makes my brain go, what if we mush all these ideas together and then make a painting based on it? I must now take a sip of coffee from my pickle juice jar. If this was pickle juice, I would still be drinking it. That's why I have it. It's so good. As someone who gets discouraged easily, how do you stay motivated to work out? I'll let you in on a little secret. No one likes working out. We enjoy the results of working out, but we don't enjoy the act of exercise. It's super repetitive and boring. Which is why the only true way to stay in shape while eliminating the possibility of giving up is to find something that you enjoy. I used to lift every single day. I stayed on a really strict diet. I had very specific exercises. It just didn't have the same longevity as my current regimen. Well, I'm not as big as I used to be. I would say boxing is definitely more fun for me than lifting and the old exercises I used to do. So it's been easier for me to stick with that. And I found a love of teaching along with the actual boxing part of things. So it kind of kept me motivated because I'm there helping other people reach their goals. And that was always my thing when I was young and why I wanted to become a personal trainer. I wanted to be able to work out all the time, but I knew that it was gonna get boring. So I thought becoming a personal trainer is a great way for me to stay in shape because I would have to work out with all of my students. I am definitely not that trainer that sits there. Okay, now I need you to do another squat. Good squat. Another squat. I hate that. So finding boxing was really important for me because not only did it open up a bunch of things in my life, as a form of exercise, it kind of just became a hobby for me. So that made the exercise part of it a lot easier. So that's what I recommend to you. To all the people who are wondering how to stick with exercise. Wow. Learn how to pronounce the word, first of all. Secondly, find something that you enjoy. Get some friends, get a workout buddy, anything that can keep you coming back without going, oh, the gym. Because let's be honest, going to the gym sucks. I don't like leaving my house and have to deal with other people or have my routine kind of thrown because someone's on the squat rack. I think that's super lame. I hate it. I just work out in a garage and I'm trying to build my own gym. But that's me. I'm a I'm a crazy person. I got a whole thing going on. But for you, find something you enjoy. I think that's the best advice that I could give anyone when it comes to exercise and staying motivated. For half a second, I thought I wasn't recording any of that. Oh, my tit. Do you listen to foreign music? I would say, off the top of my head, an actual band I can give you is Little Big. And speaking of things that inspire me, go watch their music videos. I think the very first thing I would have you guys watch if you do dive into Little Big is Hypno Dancer and Go Bananas. What are you looking forward to doing most when you get your art studio, and what is your favorite medium? I am looking forward to having space. I have never had an art studio or a space where I can actually make things. I'm usually having to clean up after myself because people are going to be over and I'm working in the kitchen or the living room. And I've been living in an RV for years. So the kitchen, the living room, my bedroom, my workspace are all the same. It's just a strip. It's a hallway. So that's been a pain in the ass. I'm really excited to have space and a place to organize. And I can actually do the home renovation stuff that I've had in my brain and put them on YouTube. I'm also really looking forward to having things like a 3D printer, an embroidery machine, and maybe even like some kind of t-shirt printing press or like a sticker corner where I can make stuff, and it's gonna be basically gadgets that I cannot have in the spaces I've been in. Like a sewing machine is bad enough. So yeah, it's space. And then I can work on the bigger projects I want to work on, which, because I don't know when exactly that's going to happen, and I'm always hoping it's going to happen soon, but I don't have an exact date, I kind of keep it in the back of my brain, but my Pinterest boards are bursting. There's a lot of giant mushrooms. I really want to make giant Alice in Wonderland props so I can feel small. And when it comes to my favorite medium, I think nowadays it would probably have to be clay. I just really enjoy getting my little mittens on things and squeezing them and sculpting them until they become, you know, little frogs. Yeah. I like making frogs. Yes, you can answer the rest of the questions with me, George. Does the amazing tattoo on your arm have a meaning behind it, or did you just like the design? I just like the design. Neither of my tattoos, or in the future, any of my tattoos will have a meaning. They're just things that I like. I know a lot of people look at it and they see it as like, I think it's supposed to be like the Nordic compass or pagan compass or something. And they're like, but I don't understand. Because when you translate it, it says, all who wander. That's because I saw it on Pinterest and I tore it apart and I moved it around because I didn't like the way it looked. Whether it's this not so Nordic tattoo or my scorpion. I was gonna take my shirt off, but there's too much stuff going on. That's from Penny Dreadful. I'm not a Scorpio. I'm Sawi. Your fetish is showing. Are you doing okay? Yeah. I mean, yeah. With everything that I'm doing, I am very, 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 very excited for things to be pushing forward with the gym and whatnot. But yeah, content creation is a nightmare. I'm in a constant battle with trying to even get my content seen. I'm also paying for advertisements. And I feel awkward talking about it because I feel like I might even get hate for this. Because I hear big YouTubers mocking other channels for buying subscribers. And I thought that I understood what that meant, but apparently not. I thought it was just buying bots, but now that I've been buying YouTube advertisements to get views, because people aren't going to see this channel without anything like that happening, I'm doing something that a lot of channels are doing. And there are very big channels that have over 1 million followers that are kind of dominating the market right now for CosTube, cosplay, craft channels, stuff like that. There are people who are doing very, very, very well, so the smaller channels aren't going to be seen. And according to people that I've talked to, the more subscribers you have, the more YouTube's like, yeah, hey, this person, maybe we should actually boost her stuff. So I don't know.
I'm tired, I am overworked and underpaid. But I feel like that sentiment is something that everyone can relate to. I'm not special in that department. So yeah, I'm doing fine. It's all fine. Instagram, let me post stuff. And that, my friends, ends the Q&A. There were way more questions. I don't think I'd be able to get through them all. So who knows, maybe I'll do another Q&A video and we'll cover even more questions. Let's get back to embroidering and get on to the reveal.
It must be love.
A move like a moth or a butterfly craving a change in the wind. Spinning all your silk and moving all of your eight legs to build a web that'll spread through the world. Feeding off our highs and lows and curious to see a struggle. No one can leave once they merge.
It's like a buzzing, like a ringing. What is, oh my god, it's a wasp. Get out of here. I love moss. Should be done. I'm really freaking happy with it. It's happened. It's happened again. I have a new favorite project. It's really comfy. Granted, I always have a bit of an issue with stretchy sleeves end here because it's always a little itchy. It's not the yarn, it's making it itchy. Look at her. Look at it. It looks like moss. It looks like moss. I usually do not wear these pants. They make the butt look a little weird. So I found that I don't wear them as often as I would like, but I feel like I'm gonna wear them more often now. I think the only complaint that I have for this project is that I ran out of the correct color of embroidery thread. But that's it. Like, I wasn't super fond of, where'd it go? All of the crazy light bits. I think they look better on camera. They're a little more yellow than God. The actual embroidering part for the French knots, these, they came out a little more yellow than I wanted them to. It's definitely green, but it's more of a yellow green. And I wanted it to be green. Mossy green or forest green.
Yes, magic.
Jade green for a lighter green. It's fine. It's fine. Doesn't matter. I really need to come up with some kind of outro spiel for this. If you are new here, I am Justine. I make stuff. I hit things, and I will be uploading workout videos at some point in time when the gym is constructed, which is happening soon, hopefully. And you guys are helping me do that. So I appreciate you very much. I will see you in the next video. The next one. I'm so excited. If you're on the Patreon, I think I put an update already on the Patreon. You already know one of the videos that's coming up. I am going to be doing a halfway to Halloween video. After the next video that's coming up, it's going to be more of a sculpt and craft video. I'm so excited. I've been thinking about this project for months. Okay, I love you all. Thank you. I'm gonna end this. I spend too much time doing outros. I love you. Make the thing. Be inspired. My knee.